The Missouri Department of Health and Senior Services, DHSS, is taking steps to achieve National Public Health Accreditation. Since DHSS is already known as a high-quality health department, you might ask, why seek accreditation? Accreditation is the next step in Missouri's ongoing effort to improve the quality and performance of the public health system. DHSS has ongoing performance improvement processes, but the external validation and objective feedback provided by the Public Health Accreditation Board, or FAB, will help identify and prioritize our improvement efforts. The stated goal of FAB is to improve and protect the health of every community by advancing the quality and performance of public health departments. Through accreditation, the department positions itself to capitalize on anticipated funding preferences for accredited state health departments. By identifying areas for improvement and where we need to work to meet the national standards, DHSS will be able to better frame grant proposals to address those areas for improvement. The process provides DHSS with an opportunity to think about its services and how we provide those services given the challenging times. And because preparing for accreditation demands the cooperation of the whole department, the process can develop new skills among employees, build teamwork through collaborative efforts and improve communication, and create a sense of pride and ownership among all staff for all parts of our work. The accreditation process will help the department identify the successes and challenges of our public health practice and policies. State and local decision makers can be approached to address solutions with the credibility of the national standards to support our case. Finally, DHSS wants to lead the way as part of our public health partnership between local health departments who are watching what we do and learning from our experience. Before a health department can apply for accreditation, certain prerequisites must be in place. There are 3 documents that a health department must have produced recently to be considered as ready to apply: a statewide health assessment, a health improvement plan, and a department strategic plan. The Office of Performance Management is working with teams made up of staff within the department to assure these prerequisites are in place and represent Missouri's health status. The public health accreditation process for our state health department is centered around 12 domains. Each of the domains represents one of the 10 essential public health functions, with 2 additional domains centered on workforce development and administrative duties. You can find out more details about each domain at the FAB website. Our department is going to be evaluated on our ability to fulfill the 12 domains of public health. These domains are: Domain 1, monitor people's health. Domain 2, investigate health problems to protect the community. Domain 3, inform, educate, and empower people about health issues. Domain 4, work with the community to solve health problems. Domain 5, develop policies and plans to improve health. Domain 6, enforce laws to protect health and ensure safety. Domain 7, improve access to health care services. Domain 8, maintain a competent public health workforce. Domain 9, evaluate and continuously improve our department. Domain 10, ensure the use of best practices. Domain 11, guarantee successful operation of our department. And Domain 12, engage the public health governing entity. Each one of us makes a contribution, whether big or small, to carry out the work within these 12 domains. It is important for you to know these domains and know how we provide these services to the state of Missouri. Each of the 12 domains consists of specific standards, activities that support the domain areas, and measures, evidence and documentation that demonstrate our health department's ability to meet the standards. Here's one example of a standard and measure from Domain 2. Investigating health problems and environmental public health hazards to protect the community. In this domain, Standard 2.1 requires conducting timely investigations of health problems and environmental public health hazards. To measure this, we have Measure 2.1.3, demonstrating capacity to conduct investigations of non-infectious health problems, environmental, and/or occupational public health hazards. The documentation for Measure 2.1.3 is a report, executive summary, investigation records, or a presentation from a completed investigation of a non-infectious health problem or hazard. Pulling together the evidence and documentation needed for accreditation will be complex, but DHSS has a plan to move things forward. The steering committee, made up of DHSS management staff, is providing leadership and guidance for the accreditation process. DHSS accreditation teams are made up of 12 interdisciplinary domain teams. Domain teams have been formed and are gathering necessary documentation. Each work group includes DHSS management and staff from divisions and offices whose work is represented in the domain standards. These teams are collecting evidence of the department's activities that meet the accreditation standards in their assigned domain. Staff from the Office of Performance Management are providing coordination and support throughout the entire accreditation process. A SharePoint site has been developed to manage documentation. The FAB accreditation process is divided up into 7 distinct steps. We are currently in the pre-application process. Once we have gathered all the documentation and completed our prerequisites, we will then submit our application for accreditation to the FAB board. Our goal for this is October of 2013. You can find the timeline on the DHSS intranet page under Performance Management. Now that we know a little more about the accreditation process, we need to let you know what is expected of you. While some people may be asked to provide documentation to the accreditation team, everyone needs to know about FAB and understand the 12 domains of public health. FAB will visit our department for 2 to 3 days to verify the accuracy of the documentation we submitted, seek answers to questions regarding conformity with the standards and measures, and provide an opportunity for discussion and further explanation. This means that internal staff, our partners, providers, and the governing entity may be questioned and must be aware of the work at DHSS. Throughout the next year, keep a lookout for communications and promotional materials for accreditation and make sure that you are ready to shine for FAB. If you have any questions, please go to the DHSS intranet webpage, the FAB website on accreditation, or contact the accreditation coordinator in the Office of Performance Management.